All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Glad that you can join the stream. Those who came early, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the kinks of streaming. I'm trying to do scheduling, and so people can, look forward to the stream, and they can just kind of already know it's there. But I'm gonna try to stream pretty consistently. The plan is to do it every day until something happens. But so appreciate all the followers here, because I know you guys are just following from the beginning. A lot of you guys were with me from the beginning, and so so appreciate the support. I believe some of you guys were probably following me way back when I was trading on Sim with Think or Swim, and so anyone who's been following me for a long time knows that I've been through it all. I've gone through big losses and a lot of learning curves, but here we are now. Hopefully a little bit better than yesterday. That's all I can ask for. Good morning. I got a couple things I like to say. I like to say thanks to Atomic Being for his $6 donation. He did it off stream, so you can't really see it, but he did it a little bit earlier this morning. And a couple new members. Thanks for becoming new members, guys. A couple new pandas. Alex, good morning from Pennsylvania. Kyrgyzstan, good morning from Switzerland. Glad that you can join us. Afternoon, 15:15. Wow. So what is that, 2 or 3? 3:15 on your side? Kyrgyzstan means seed healthy. Okay, cool. I personally don't know what that still means, but seed healthy. I have to look that up. Jeffrey Apple, good morning from North Carolina. Alcatraz, North Carolina, good morning. Jeffrey Apple, good morning. Shauna Hayden, good morning from South Africa. Thanks for joining us. Can't believe it, all around the world. David Ijali, good morning from Nigeria. Wow, okay. Awesome. Good morning. Yeah, let me know in the chat where you're from and with a good morning, and I'd like to say good morning to you guys. The amazing thing about technology, connect us all around the world. To be able to scalp the E-mini all together. Who would have thought? SW Blaze, good morning Panda, fellow Panda from Chicago. It's snowing in Chicago. That's crazy. Why do you live in Chicago? I'm just joking. I'm sure Chicago is a beautiful place. I've never been there, so I need to check it out. Let me know anything good to do in Chicago. Mazhar Ali, good morning. Justin McClain, good morning. Rin, good morning. Teddy Baker, good morning. Phil W, good morning from Toronto, yes. My Canadian Panda. John Parkman, good morning from Montana. Good morning, Daniel Eyes, fellow Panda. Brock, good morning from Spain. Good morning, Tanner. Good morning. Good morning, D. Lu. From China. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Fan Sheng Ri. Good morning from Belgium. I thought you would be Asian. but maybe you're an Asian in Belgium. So pretty cool. Teddy Baker, good morning from the US on the East Coast. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream. For those who are new, I'm Bye Bye Money. And for those who are wondering why my name's Bye Bye Money, Bye Bye Money is not in the first person. It is in the second person. Just know in every trade, there is a buyer and seller. There is someone opposing your trade. And so Bye Bye Money is in the second person. I'm not talking to myself, talking to the person opposing my trade. We got a small uptrend here, bouncing off support. Where is this yellow line coming from? If you guys don't know, I like to trade pure price action. And for those who join the stream, I believe many of you guys like to trade pure price action. And the thing is, in a sense, it's simple, but in my opinion, it's the most reactive and it's the most up-to-date way. It's the best way to get the most up-to-date information in your trading, to use pure price action, and not to rely on lagged information such as indicators, RSI, stochastics, and all those traditional indicators. So we're using pure price action here. But I have a trend here, channel from these two pivots and this pivot low, making this channel. The reason why I include all this is because I would originally have my trend like this. And as you see, it breaks out, fails, comes back in. So I need to update this channel. This channel still in play. Comes back, almost touches it. Comes back up, comes down, comes back up. Touches it, breaks out, fail breakout. So all of these are failed breakouts. When it tries to poke above it, fail breakout again. So continue to update it. Breaks out here, and it looks like it's really going to take off in reverse. But guess what? Comes down, and comes back into my channel. So I need to update this channel once again. And here we are at. And with this newest update, we get the bottom support here with this channel, and we're getting, I believe, an accurate channel reading. So we get a good bounce here with a major trend reversal pattern here. Major trend reversal pattern simply looks like this. We're going right into it, boys. Price action, we're just setting up the charts, kind of getting ready to start the morning session. It's about 10 more minutes, so I'm going to just do my morning reading. So let's get rid of this guy. These are kind of creating noise. This is a major trend channel here, so I'm thinking it's gonna come retest this, but now we got an uptrend going. What I mean by major trend reversal, I mean that we've had a trend, break of trend, retest. You know, some people could even do it like this: break of trend, retest the low, actually going further than the previous low, creating a lower bottom, double bottom. I like to keep it like this because this is a more reasonable trend or a slope for me. And so we have break of trend and then a two-legged pullback to the downside, as you can see. We have a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C, A. And so we have an entire two-legged pullback after the break of trend, creating a higher double bottom. That's how I'm reading it. And now we're getting higher lows along the way. That's what now we have this uptrend. Bouncing off the support, hitting the top of this trading range created by the trading range indicator. And so a little bit about my chart for those who are new and like to know what I'm trading. I'm trading the E-mini, and for every 1 point with one contract is $50. And this is a small account journey, so I have a starting capital of 5K. It started last week, and you can see in the bottom left all the information that you really need in terms of seeing the account. And so I take one scalp right now because my capital allows it, in my opinion. That's how I like to, that's the risk I'm willing to take. And I try to make at least one scalp a day, but we'll see. I like to make one scalp in the stream at least, but you can only take what the market gives you. And we trade pure price action. We like to look for the two-legged pull. By the way, hey, if you are in the stream, in the chat, it helps us a lot. If you hit that like button, if we get that likes up to a certain point, I would love it if we can get to 100 likes, so we can let people know, let that YouTube algorithm know that this stream is going on, and that others know who are looking for live streams to find a community to trade with that trades price action. And so hit that like button, subscribe, helps us a lot, just to let others know so we can grow this community as much as we can. But what I like to trade is pure price action, and specifically the two-legged pullback. The setup we like to look for, we only trade one setup here, and it's a two-legged pullback. And a setup that looks like this. We call this the first pullback, first entry, second pullback. Right here is a two-legged pullback. As you can see, there's two legs up. And we like to enter on the second entry, which is right here. Again, we can call it this way, A, B, C. On the next A leg, we like to enter here. And so we like to find this setup in key areas such as support, resistance, trend lines, channels, and moving averages. And so, for instance, if I grab this two-legged pullback and bring it over to our chart, we see here that we have a two-legged pullback right here. I'm going to adjust the line so it matches the chart. Two-legged pullback, and it's enough to make a scalp when it reverses near the support here. And so we like to find this setup, and if we find this setup in the right context, it's typically greater than a 90% probability that we can scalp 1 point. I'm also using NinjaTrader. I just saw a comment here that someone's using TD Ameritrade, but TD Ameritrade, the reason why you cannot, I don't advise TD Ameritrade, at least when you do live scalping, is because the margin requirements are so huge. It requires you $12,000 to trade one E-mini, but on NinjaTrader, it takes only $500 margins to trade one E-mini. So technically, you can trade with essentially an account with $5 or $500, but that's not recommended because the risk is really big for your account size. So I recommend NinjaTrader. So this is the two-legged pullback, and we're gonna find this setup. And on my chart, I have very few indicators. Every indicator I have here uses or guides price action. So the indicators that I have is a 20 EMA, which is solid blue line right here. You can see skinny. 240 SMA, which is this dashed line, and a indicator that automatically counts legs and identifies second entries, and identifies them with color codes with dark red or dark green numbers. And so you can see what the indicator tells you that next leg is a two-legged pullback. As you can see here, we have a two-legged pullback, A, B, C. And with this two-legged pullback near the top of the trading range created by the trading range indicator, this may be a good trade to take. But I'm just showing you that tells you the next reversal will be a second entry. And also the trading range indicator that automatically uses finds trading ranges using pure price action. If you'd like to know more information about the strategy, check out the description below. There will be playlists to go over the nuances of how to count legs. And also, if you want more information about the indicators, you can check out the description below. There's a link there to the official two-legged pullback website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. All right, that's it. Okay, that's for the newbies. We're about to have the market open here, and already starting my technical analysis here. Downtrend, break of trend, retest. It's a pretty high retest, but it's entire two-legged pullback after break of trend. And now we're having a slight reversal here. Question is this going to fully reverse? Huge, very strong downtrend right here. I think we need to retest this trend line at least once because of how important it was. This trend line goes all the way. I'll let you guys know where the first pivot is, but it is so far away. March 25th is the bottom of this pivot for this channel. And as you can see, we come really close to it. It originally was using this pivot, but then kept getting closer and closer to it and kept having failed breakdowns, so I had to keep updating it. So now we are here, updated here, and now finally broke below it. Finally broke below it. So I'm thinking we're gonna at least need to test it one time from the bottom. Pretty close to yesterday's close. This is what this red line is. Thanks for joining. Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Canada. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for joining, fellow Panda. Yeah, so the chats help a lot because that increases engagement, and that lets the YouTube algorithm know that this stream is lit and it wants to push out to others, and so it helps us a lot. if you engage and interact with the chat. Just let us know. Yeah, just give us a good morning. Bill Gesso. Aspect Nation does say if you are really far delayed, most streams have delays already. My stream is about 20 seconds long, but if you feel like it's longer than that, watch it in 2x and it will typically catch up to as close as it can. Bill Gesso, good morning. Bill Gesso asks, what tool do you use to draw the two-legged pullback lines? Ooh, we got another person from Switzerland. Kyrgyzstan, you got a friend here, Luca Nava. The tool is called a pathing tool, and you cannot find it if you right click. You actually have to assign it a hotkey. Good morning, good morning. I almost like going short here because of how good this trigger bar is. But for ranges, if you guys don't know, when we see a range, we like to enter with a lower high. It's typically what we like to do. And look at this strong bullish bar here, right into resistance, created by the trading range indicator. Goodness. You know, you're kind of hesitant just to go short against this bullish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish bars in a row. But this could be exhaustion as well. Coming near the end of the trend, late in the trend, biggest bar at the end of this uptrend, right into resistance. So it could act as exhaustion. All right, we got market open. We got market open now. Let's see if we can get a quick scalp here. I think this lower high here, but we don't have enough room from the bottom of this trend line. As you can see with this trend line already created from these two pivots, there's barely enough room. So this lower high may not be a good trade. We do have a two-legged pullback forming now, but ooh, okay, two-legged pullback's gone. So we don't have our lower high set up any longer. Yep, so I am trading a 2K tick chart. It's a tick chart, 2000 tick chart. Trading the E-mini. Solely E-mini, trading only one instrument, using only one setup. I have other time frames as well to help with context, but I typically only trade the 2K. But, you know, you get good information from the 10K chart. The 5-minute chart helps you with time. Let me just put this trend line here, this channel as well. We're going straight to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart, so I can use that information now that possibly we can have a reversal on the 2K chart, because the 10K chart is at the 20 EMA, typically excess resistance. Terrible signal bar, hard to go short here, even though the context is not bad. We got pretty much an H4 setup here. If we get a lower high here, I might be interested in going short. But let's see. Still in trap city here. So if you guys don't know what price action is and what we do on this channel, I like to read every single bar and try to figure out what's happening with every single bar. And with that information, you get the most up-to-date information of what's happening in the market. And so right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars at the top of this trading range. And so what does that tell us? It tells us that the market's a little confused and either wants to pop up or go down. But we're also on this uptrend, clear uptrend right now. Signal bar right here is pretty terrible. We might have a lower high setup, but when you look at this trend, we do not have enough room. So we cannot go short here, unfortunately. If it makes a lower high, not enough room because of this trend line in the way, and also the 20 EMA in the way. Micro double top created right here. Still in trap city until it hits the 50. Let's read this chart together. Okay, made a perfect scalp. You know, how hard is it to go short right there with this signal bar? Incredible. Now, as you see, we're right at the trend line plus a 20 MA. Let's see if we get a bounce off this. Remember, 10K chart, we are right at the 20 MA on the 10K. Lower high possible here, but it's not a second entry lower high, so I most likely will skip it. Good morning, Yoshiaki. Thanks for joining us from the West Coast. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, let me know in the comments. I'm going to put up a poll. I want to know what you guys think the sentiment of today is going to be. Let me know your overall sentiment of today's market. We do have a two-legged pullback, but at the top of the trading range, so we cannot take this. This is a two-legged pullback, ABC. So we cannot take this two-legged pullback right at the top of the trading range, creating right the trading range indicator. We have a Pikachu here. I may consider this Pikachu. Ooh, Pikachu triggered. Maybe a slight pullback here. I might want to enter this Pikachu. Too much of a wuss. Can we get a Pikachu here? We're still Trap City. I'm gonna try to get this Pikachu if we can. Alright, I'm in this Pikachu. I just saw the strong bear bar. The trigger bar was pretty good, and I think that we can come back down. Let's see if we can get... I might have made a mistake. I mean, this can come back up, retest the highs here. First break of trend. That's not what you want to see. Are we going to start with a losing trade, boys? I haven't lost on this stream yet, so I wouldn't mind it. Hopefully we get the trading range to give us some resistance here. And then we can make this point. Looks like I got trapped here. My pandas, I got stopped out. It's painful, but it happens. Saw that Pikachu and I thought it was good, but man, tricky market. They got me. It got me with this nice bear bar, nice trigger bar, thinking we can go down if we get a retest. All right, important thing is don't trade on tilt. All right, most of you guys think it's gonna be a trading range today. Yeah, I saw the Pikachu and I thought that would have been enough with this bearish bar and bearish trigger bar, but apparently it was not good enough, so. But we're getting some movement today, boys. Yep, this is delay. This stream is delayed. So now you guys know. I'll make the mistakes for you guys. Down 200 today. It's all good. We'll get that back. I'm sure of it. A, B, C. Man, that is tricky. Got me. Terrible signal bar as well. Let's look at the 10K. Strong bull bars. I'm trying to think, maybe measure move already hit. Is that what happened? No, measure move didn't hit, so had my reasons to take that trade. We are on an uptrend at the moment. The thing is, you gotta just take your loss when you take it. I mean, that's it. That's plain and simple. If you lose, you lose, and then you'll move on to the next one. So I'm gonna figure out what happened here. What did I miss? And what did I miss here? Maybe just simply uptrend, and I should have waited for the retest of a lower high, but first break of trend essentially, right here. I try to bank on that. I think I try to bank on the Pikachu plus the breakout, which is the bad idea. I should have waited for a lower high. Important thing is, fellow pandas, do not trade on tilt. Stick with the plan. So now that we have break of trend, another new high, and then this is at the 240 SMA. Possibly look for a reversal here. But we have yesterday's close, could be a potential target. Okay, now you want to break down on me after you stop me out. Terrible follow through on this breakout. That's not what you want to see if you're long. Yep, I actually agree with you. JHN McCon. It was a first breakdown. I should have waited for this retest of the high. I think I got a little too eager. I saw the Pikachu and these strong 2 bear bars, and I was like, And I saw that we're at the top of the trading range here. We still got this uptrend. Maybe a lower high setup, but I mean, I think we're still in a pretty strong uptrend here. Until proven otherwise. Maybe only looking for longs right now, but we could have a reversal here sometime today. Lower high setup right now. All right, let's see what happens. Nothing like starting off with a nice loser. Do not follow my trades. Trade at your own risk. As you can see here, the 20 EMA is acting as support. Oh, we got a two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. The doji. So what do we got here? We're still above the 20 MA. Creating longer wicks now. Can we break this previous pivot high? Get 5 minute. In top of the channel here. Potential trap. The trap already triggered, I see. Huh. I don't know what you guys think, man. I am having a tough time reading this. I'm thinking it's just gonna keep going up until proven otherwise. We're in this uptrend here. I mean, we had straight up like essentially almost a V bottom here. I wouldn't be surprised if this makes a point, because now we're getting choppiness and this uptrend is losing its momentum. But we have gaps. You can see a gap here. The high of this bar with this breakout and this low does not even touch the previous this high. And so we actually have a 1 tick gap right here showing us bullishness. Another Pikachu. But Pikachu to the upside. Barely enough room. Not enough room to make. Barely enough room to make a scalp at the top of this previous. Pikachu almost makes a point, but fails to make a point. We're still riding above the 20 MA, so I'm not really looking to go short at the moment. But I feel like we're kind of getting overextended. So hard to make a long. That's actually a perfect scalp, so you might be trapped out still. Now it's an absolute scalp. That was a straight up two-legged pullback. Nice. A, B, C. That's a Pikachu. I was thinking about it. Thinking about going long here, but man, you get these dojis and you get these long wicks above it. It does give you your absolute scalp, but double top now. It was barely enough room top of the trading range in my opinion, so I could not take it. We're at the 50% retracement of this downtrend. Retracements right here. That's what's happening. We're at the 50% retracement on this downtrend right here. People are taking profits or coming out break even now. That's what's happening right here. The 50% of this, from this high to this low, the 50% mark is right where we are finding resistance. Double top now. If you want to know more information about the indicators that you see, the two-legged pullback indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. That's a trading range indicator and also the two-legged pullback indicator as well. Started to get choppy right here. These 3 bars actually start to show some chop here. Because of that, the trading range indicator started to identify this range. And that's why we're getting hits on the top of the indicator. That's why I didn't go long here, because it was basically a perfect scalp from the top here to the top of the trading range. But thankfully for those who were in it, got scalped out with that one tick above the trading range, but it's risky. Double top at the moment. Lower or high setup may be forming here. Lower or high setup. I may want to go short here. Let's see if this gives us a decent signal bar. Look at a 10K chart. We have a lower high on a 10K chart. Terrible signal bar at the moment. Still riding above the 20 MA. So I'm hesitant to go short because of that, but the website is on the bottom right of your screen. Yeah, I can't feel you're right. I need a FAQ so bad. I'm gonna create an FAQ post. So now we're making new highs. Still on the uptrend, 20 EMA, and this channel upwards, pretty strong. Yep, I only scalp, but I also like to have runners, but right now, no runners. Account's too small for that. Little pop up here. I won't be surprised if this makes a point. Easy. Perfect scalp. It could be breaking down here. 1, 2, 3 hits. Hit the 240 SMA perfectly. I want to trade this. 2-legged pullback. I do not. Okay, finally broke trend line, and this trading range indicator is still in play. Trading range created by the trading range indicator still in play. Yep, hit the bottom of the range of the trading range indicator. Peter Boswell asks, fellow Panda asks, are you first waiting for a retest outbreak before taking a counter trend? I am. Exactly what I'm waiting for. Now that we have a break of trend, I'm looking for a 2-legged pullback to retest up here and then going to a lower high setup. But let's see if we'll get it. We're getting some interesting movement here. I mean, the 10K is about a trap, which is typically a very good setup on a 10K chart. When 10K chart traps, very high probable trade if it does trap. So we got first break of trend. Now let's get a retest of this high. So what I'm waiting for now is a 2-legged pullback up to this high. And then after this 2-legged pullback forms, I want a lower high 2-legged pullback this way. It's a little confusing, but essentially it's just a 2-legged pullback up and a 2-legged pullback down. 10K is about to blast off. Goodness. But in my opinion, trading range still. Hitting the bottom of this trading range created by a trading range indicator. Double top, retest. That might be enough for my retest But we'll see. I like a lower high setup if I can get it. Trading range indicator accurately showing our trading range at the moment. Gave us the trading range way back here, and now it's bouncing back and forth. The stream of delay, I actually don't know how to change the delay. And even if I could, I like to have a little delay because some things could happen on my stream that I may not like, and I like to end the stream before it goes live. I only trade futures, yep. On this channel, only trading futures. So we're getting choppy now. See, with the price action, using the price action here, with these 3 bars, we were able to already anticipate a trading range. And that's why the trading range indicator started to create the trading range using these 3 bars. And because of these 3 bars, now we actually are showing some choppiness here. Getting multiple rejections now. But the 10K is about to trigger this trap here. Huge risk if you're to take this trap. You have 1, 2, 3, more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of risk. Trap triggered to the upside. I might just go long like anywhere in this bar, and I probably can make a point, to be honest. When did you start trading? I actually have a Q&A if you want to know when I started trading. Started trading last year during the beginning of the pandemic. Came across the 2-legged pullback. Long story short, basically saw it through Michael Chin, and Michael Chin through Pat's price action trading system, and through Pat's Al Brooks. And ever since then, I've been having like a hybrid of Pat's and Al Brooks, but really mostly, yeah, basically with Pat's, basically everything covered in Pat's, Al Brooks covers, but Pat's kind of simplifies it. So it's kind of hard to say, but basically, you can say just Al Brooks at that point, but yeah, I give credit to where credit's due. So that journey about early last year, first quarter last year around, maybe around pandemic time. Yeah, a lot of us have similar journeys. So I'm glad that we are all together. We're still in this, trying to figure this thing out. Top of the trading range, multiple rejections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 rejections off the top of this trading range at the moment. I'll look for a lower high setup here if possible. Lower high almost created. This is what I'm looking for. Let's see if we get it. So I'm bouncing between these charts. See if there's setups on these other charts here. We are showing some resistance here, but also look, we have higher lows. So with the higher lows and actually higher highs still, but into resistance, so you always have mixed signals. For a bull case, there's always a bear case. We have this trap trigger so far, and it's kind of failing as a trap. We have our lower high set up here. I'm interested in this lower high. Coming with a limit order to see if I can get small retracement on this. Just so many rejections. So many rejections up here. I'm thinking we're going to go a little bit lower. If it breaks below 1 tick, going to come in with a retracement here. Coming with a retracement. I'm in this trade. I may lower this to down here, but let's see. I'll play with my stops here. If we lose, we lose. It is what it is. Lower high setup after break of trend. Retest of highs, major trend reversal. Think we're gonna come down back down here to bottom trading range. I'll keep it down here just in case it does something tricky. But I'll have my stop ready to protect my 1 point if it doesn't like break straight down to the bottom trading range. Okay, so all right. I thought it was zoomed down, but I just wanted to protect my point right there. So let's go, baby. All right, still down for the day, but hey, stick to the rules and we'll get there, fellow pandas. We'll get there. Let's go, baby. Yo, throw emoticons. Let's go, let's go, let's go. $10K triggered here, and it's making another trap. If this trap triggers, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up much higher. But as you can see, 20 EMA now acting as support on the 10K chart. But we're still in the trading range on the 2K chart. So that's why I protected my point. I'm glad I did. Making higher lows, as you can see here, higher lows each time. So even though we're in a trading range, we have higher lows in this trading range and building up pressure to try to break through. I think we're trying to break through. We're trying to go upwards. That's what I'm thinking, but so many rejections up here. Just cannot break through it. It's incredible. Yeah, Lyle Butler says, I got my point too. Crazy how fast it bounced up. In trading ranges, the market moves very quick sometimes because when a trading range is clear, investors and institutions are very quick to take profits and go straight. Ooh, it's getting closer to that target. Unfortunately, I'm not in this. And so in trading ranges, you know, typically it can zoom up in to the bottom top of the trading range. So you see it move so quick, and typically when we feel like it moves super quick, like upwards, we're like, okay, it's gonna break out, but actually it's opposite. When it moves very quick to the top of a trading range, it's the opposite. It means it's gonna come back down. Typically, okay, hit the bottom trading range. That's where I thought it was gonna hit, but unfortunately, I got out with my scalp right here, my 1 point scalp, and I'm fine with that. Stick to the rules. Fail second entry long. Yeah, it almost was. It actually hit the perfect scalp. So this is what the perfect scalp is. It's a gold box. So it could act as a trap as well. But the thing is, you know, you can trade this as a trap, the gold box. That's why it's there on the indicator. The gold box means it went exactly 5 ticks. And so you know there are traders trapped here. So as Kirkinson says, fail second entry long. He went short, which is a good short right there. Lower high as well. Trading range indicator showing again perfectly the range. I didn't create this range here. This was automatically created with price action and the trading range indicator detecting the range for us. Yep, golden box is a perfect scalp. So it can act as a potential trap. Incredible. Okay, so this trap failed on 10K. 5 minute. Coming back to the 20 EMA on the 5 minute. It bursted up above the channel, so you're thinking it's gonna come below the channel now. Could have a pretty strong downtrend for a little bit here. Probably retest the lows here. Coming back into this channel, as you can see. Gap from this low to this high. There's a gap here showing bearishness. This is not a mask. This is my actual face. So thanks for calling me scary. Failed breakout of this trading range at the moment. Could look for something like this. But we have no setup at the moment. Went back to the bottom of this channel here. Straight to the bottom on the 5 minute. Incredible, this scalps out. Fail breakdown potentially. Strong bull bar like that. I don't know if you want to go short against this, even though this is a breakdown at the moment. This could be a failed breakdown of this trading range. There's no two-legged pullback. I was looking for something like this, but that's gone now, and the price action is telling us something else. Price action is telling us not to go short at the moment. Strong bull bars ending near their high. Failed breakdown. Could burst up to the other side of this trading range. Look at this on the 5 minute. Strong bear bar, but matched with the strong bull bar. This is a higher low setup if you do take this. Enough room to the top of the trading range. Coming back into the trading range, as you can see, with these bars closing inside it. Yeah, I could have maybe potentially go long here, but seeing these strong bear bars I didn't feel strong. I did not feel confident. I mean, this signal bar is pretty decent, but you know, when you see something like this, you're expecting another leg down, some strong breakdown like this. When you fade also trading ranges, typically you want to fade the higher low or the lower high setup. This is very tempting to go long here. Very tempting to go long. Double top at the moment on the 10K chart. Right. So in the trading range, you know, you want to just fade. You want to just take these shorts, and you want to take the longs, the green, dark green numbers. I mean, the trading range or the two-legged pullback indicator is very accurate, but it's accurate as in it tells you every second entry. but it doesn't tell you necessarily the good second entries to take. So not every second entry is created equal. We're losing some momentum here. Now we're closing underneath the trading range. This is a higher low setup. Uptrend, break of the trading range. Most likely going to come back up into the trading range. Good signal bar. Oh man, I want to take this long. Fading it, thinking it's going to come back to the top of the trading range. But also double top here, as you can see. Ooh, we don't like that. We do not like that. Don't know if I want to go long anymore. Sorry, I'm just so focused on the charts. The thing about like price action is that you gotta be so focused, like read every bar. I might miss some of your chats. So it does help if you become a member, so I can read your questions, and I'll more likely answer your questions if you're a member. Yep. So let me read. What happened to Michael anyways? I actually don't know. I never like bought his stuff or anything. But as far as I know, he's like, I think he had a cease and desist. So he's probably just like not promoting his stuff as much. Higher low setup here, but look at this. I mean, yeah, huge wick. I might look for a two-leg pullback at this point, but whoa, that was crazy. You see how fast that bar developed? Okay, the higher low setup makes a point. Double bottom, double top, confusion. It looks like it wants to come to the top here now. But now it's reversing. Let's see if it closes above the trading, inside the trading range. Double top, micro double top here. 20 EMA acting as resistance. Huge, huge red bar. Now creating a shadow, creating a tail. Terrible signal bar. Signal bar is not the best. Would like a better signal bar than this to go short, but we have a two-legged pullback like this. A, B, C, A. The market's very confused. The reason why it's hard to trade this right now is because the market's confused. I personally I would trade a Pikachu here. If a Pikachu forms, if this two-legged pullback forms, the trap, I'll be interested to go long. I'll be interested to go long right here. Pikachu setup right here. I know it's a Pikachu because it's a dark green number in a magenta box. I'll come with a retracement. But if I go into this trade, I'll tell you why it's a Pikachu. But a little focus on the charts right now. Interested in this Pikachu here to go long. Waiting for this Pikachu to form. Doji bar, terrible. Hate dojis. Bad feeling about this. I think it's gonna go short actually. If this double bottoms, I gotta take this Pikachu. I mean, micro double bottom now. Micro double bottom lost. This two-legged pullback, you know, terrible signal bar, so this is why you're seeing struggle to make a scalp on this second entry here, but no longer interested in this Pikachu. It's looking weird. Price action is not confirming to go long here at the moment. In fact, it's telling me to go short. Coming back down to our double bottom. Yeah, if this was a better signal bar, I might have taken that, but this signal bar was so bad. Long tail underneath it, closing pretty much at the 50% mark. Sorry, there's a lot of movement right now, so I'm just focused on the charts. Sorry if you're asking questions. Please throw your questions up there. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Okay, the trap setting up here. 1, 2, 3 hits. Trap is a little too far away for me, but it's not a very strong downtrend at the moment. But we are getting lower highs. Let me figure out the 50% mark from here. We're right at the 50% mark. This is where bulls will want to come in now, if they're going to come in. Pretty much hit the 50% mark from this high to this low before reversing. Now we're at the 50% mark from this low to this high. All right, what's our next setup, pandas? What do you guys think our next setup should be? I mean, we're seeing some choppy behavior. You got to anticipate the next trade. I mean, if I see a two-legged pullback right here, I don't really want to go short. I'm thinking that this is still a failed breakdown and we can come back to the top of this trading range. That's what I'm thinking, but we still have this downtrend to break. It's a bit confusing to me. Okay, this makes a point. Bounces off the bottom of the trading range currently. Hit the bottom of the trading range perfectly. What's our next setup? I'm trying to think. Perhaps a higher low setup. Especially if it starts to look like this. I would need this, but if it breaks the previous pivot high, we lose our second entry. Lower high off EMA. So Jason wants. I mean, when you look at this, are you convinced that this is broken down? Like, this is on a downtrend? I'm not very convinced that this is a downtrend right now. I'm just seeing sideways behavior, making it more 50-50. I might look for a lower high setup here, to be honest. Thinking we might hit the top of this trading range. Lower high setup will look like this. Technically starts here. A, B, C, A. Lower high, second entry, long. Yeah. What are the two market cycles that we have? We have two market cycles. We must answer first. Trading range or trend? Pandas, what do you think? Which market cycle we are in at the moment? Lower high setup right here. I'm interested in this trade actually. If it gives me a decent signal bar, if it's like a terrible signal bar, then obviously not. You see how this short makes a point though? It makes a scalp. For those who are trading just the lower highs, it makes a point still. We're making lower highs still, as you can see. Double top here, and this double top is lower than this double top, showing us some clues that we are on a downtrend. Terrible signal bar, and I cannot go into that signal bar, even though I think that this can make a point pretty easily with the lower high setup. But because of the terrible signal bar, cannot take it. Some people ask what's a terrible signal bar, what is not. Well, you know, if you're going long, you want the signal bar to be bullish. If you're going short, you want the signal bar to be bearish. And this is the signal bar. Good thing I didn't go long here. This Pikachu here, probably high chance to make a point, but we just bounced off here. It's confusing. I wish it broke down here and created another Pikachu upwards, and I would take that. But currently made a double bottom. Yep, those who have the trading range indicator, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Showing you trading ranges that you have never seen before. At least that is with my experience. You know, it's kind of funny because I like created the trading range indicator, and when I created it, I just was trying to follow price action rules. And then so when I started creating trading ranges, I was just like, why is this creating this trading range here? It's so weird. And then it started to respect it like way before the prices like really even retested it. And when it finally came to it, it started to respect the lines. I was like, this is very interesting. So even for me, I was surprised how well the indicator was working, because I was just trying to make the indicator follow the rules, and I wanted to see the outcome, and this is what ended up happening. So trading range indicator, it uses pure price action. Coming back up again here, making this Pikachu, just creating choppiness, very choppy. If this Pikachu triggered, you know, if it gave me something like this, A, B, C, A, and failed and reversed, I'd probably be interested in that. Because I think we're going to fade this trading range. Like, I think we're going to come back into this trading range. That's just my bias right now. We bounced off perfectly off the 50% mark. 50% mark from here to here, and it's 50%. Why is 50% so important when it comes to price action or comes to trading? The reason why it's so important is because that's a break-even point for those who are in a losing trade. I mean, I can't take this. Even though this zooms up, I just have to be okay with missing this because Too choppy. Too many dojis in a row. I don't know why this guy's writing text. I'm using a 20 EMA. Good answer. It is a range. It is a range at the moment. As you can see how choppy we are. Difficult to make new lows or new highs. How many dojis there are in a row? Look at this. How many wicks? Market is confused. Therefore, we are confused. Of course, I would like it if I was in the green by the end of the stream, but I might have to trade post-stream. Alright, now it's popping up without us. It's okay. It's okay. Man, I wish it popped below and just gave me that failed Pikachu. I would have taken that long for sure. Dang it. Didn't give me what I wanted, so I'm okay with missing the trade because there was no trade to miss since my setup didn't happen. But this lower high just in itself was enough to make a point. But you saw how sketchy it was, you know? So I don't think it was the best setup in and of itself. If it kind of broke down, came back up, then I think that would have been a very good setup. But enough to scalp right there. You know what's funny? I should just listen to the guy who said just go long every green number, go short every red number. Because if I had done that in this entire range, I would have made a point every single time. I made a point here, I made a point here, made a point here, made a point here. I would have made a point here. No, now we failed here. Ooh. Ooh. We failed here. Ooh. That's interesting. 20 EMA. It's not enough room to hear. Huh. I still think we're gonna come back into the trading range, but we failed to break out this trend. 6 push down. I'm gonna see if I can get in here. Ooh, is this a mistake? I don't feel confident here at all. I don't. This is too choppy. I was gonna go short, but it's a little too choppy for me. But it's a good signal bar, plus bounce off this trend line, going under the 20 EMA. Okay, trading range indicator updated now. Here is a new range. Now we're at the bottom of the trading range. In that case, I can't go short here. But if a Pikachu's here again, man. Bouncing off here. Market's confused. It's very hard. This is very hard to trade in my opinion. Peter Boswell asked for a second entry short. I was gonna do it, but it's just too choppy and I cannot tell what's gonna happen. Okay, it makes a perfect scalp. Yeah, that was a pretty good second entry. It's just, yeah, maybe I'm scared to lose again on the stream just because I'm streaming. I might have taken that if I wasn't streaming, but I have that slight consciousness of viewers watching. Plus, I thought we were at the bottom of the trading range now because the trading range indicator adjusted itself to come right here, showing that we are here and now stuck here, thinking we'll probably come back up here, in my opinion. Which we see this huge reversal bar. this ends very bullish, I might go long here with a retracement. And if it doesn't make a point, you know what? Let's wait for the lower high setup or higher low setup. That is the, actually this is a higher low setup, A, B, C. If it makes a point, I'm not in this, but if it comes back to retrace me, it makes a perfect scalp. I think we can get in here still. Alright, I'm in this trade. Oh my, was it a bad trade? We'll find out. Oh no. Oh no, what did I do? No, we're breaking down for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no, my pandas. I made a boo-boo. I made a big boo-boo. This is terrible, guys. Here we go. All right. 2 losses in one stream. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Yeah, man. Rest in peace. Ah, that was dumb. I think everyone knew that was dumb when I wanted to go short here or long here. That perfect scalp. Thought I could come in with another retracement, but man, made a big boo-boo. Big boo-boo. That was bad. That was really dumb. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I saw the setup. I thought that we were gonna at least reverse a little bit more up, test the top of the trading range because we were at the bottom of this trading range, but unfortunately got stopped out. Now it's reversing. Hey man, this is crazy. It's one of those days. Oh, I know I'll make it back. I'll make it back. Thanks, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man, I might be on tilt. It might be happening. I mean, it was so choppy. Like, I don't know why I was trying to even trade this at all. So choppy. Thinking I was just we're gonna come back up, but these lower highs, that should have just been the clue for me. The lower highs. All right, all right, all right. Maybe I should just stop the trading for today. Too many 2 losses for me. Maybe I should just take it again tomorrow and restart here. Gotta play with the psychological, the mental capacity. My mental capital might be going a little low right now. But yeah, oh yeah, you know, at the end, it's a lesson for everyone, especially for me, but at least you guys don't lose money when I make mistakes. So. Yeah, it is something when you talk out loud and kind of like look into the charts, you get a little more committed to it. So I just saw this and maybe I should just notice the lower highs along the entire way. Couldn't break this trend when it tried to break it the first time. That's rough. Yeah, maybe I'm missing the coffee. We got a measure move here. Like this. Actually, measure move. It's from here. Here. The highest point here. We're actually at the measure move now. You can see some profit taking here. All right, my fellow pandas, I'm gonna have to end it here. I need to recoup a little bit. I'm gonna go over a couple of your chats here, but let's see here. I was just so focused on the charts, I couldn't really get to these. Yeah, we're getting wedge pattern here. Is there a book on market traps? There's a couple, but mostly the price action ones. Yeah, it's a confused market. Like, I should have just waited till there was clarity. Hitting the bottom of this channel now. Gave us an immediate scalp right here. Yep, high risk trade, it surely was. Thoughts and prayers. Thanks, guys. Thoughts and prayers to me for sure. I've been getting owned today, but we'll get there. The cash value is actually just my account, and it's just a capture of my account. So if you want to, it's just a screen capture of it. Oh, Max Trading's here, my boy. Max Trading is like a super hater. But yeah, we'll keep him in. I love the haters. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, thanks for joining the stream. I'm gonna have to end it here, and I'm gonna have to focus a little bit and see if I can recoup some of these losses, my fellow pandas. But hey, hopefully stream losing or winning, everyone gains something here. So trade safe, and as always, happy trading and God bless. But you know what the funny thing is? Max Trading is watching my streams, so thank you. Thank you. Yep, today's just one of those days. Alright guys, trading, God bless. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks guys, thanks.